Gemini, welcome to your intimate tarot reading. I hope all is well and fabulous for you. What's going on? Show me what I need to see, please. By the way, if you would like an explanation as to why I read sexual energy, please feel free to check out the description box. Personally, I've been doing these long enough that my regulars know what it's about. But for those of you who are new, and you might well be, check out the description box and you'll see why. Okay? What's going on? Frankly, I'm excited. Okay, let's get into Gemini season. Okay, I want to shake shit up, honestly. I want to shake shit up. Let's get it going. Honestly, I'm just like, I don't know what it is, honey. I'm just excited to enter the new season. I just, you know what? And here's why. I want people to change up their frequencies. That's why. And so Gemini season is ideal for that. But honey, not just that. Not just that, baby. Guess what's happening? The Mercury retrograde is happening in Gemini. I believe, don't quote me on dates, honey. Okay, I have way too much shit in my head. I can't keep all the dates. But I believe we enter the Mercury retrograde in Gemini the 29th. Good. We need to force people to shake up their energies, honey. Sick of it. I'm sick of looking at the same shit. People with the same problems. Still not doing anything. Still not changing anything. Hoping shit will just miraculously work itself out, honey. Trust me. We need your season. Let's bring your season on. Yes. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Okay? And if you are new to my channel, I'm a little different. I swear. I crack jokes. Lame ones. I have a personality. So if any of those things annoy you, probably not the channel for you. Okay? What's going on? What's going on? And to my regulars, I appreciate you. What's going on, please? Show me the sexual energy, please, for Gemini. Show me that sexual energy, please, for Gemini. What's up, honey? What's up? What's going on? Yeah, I bet you are feeling your energy spiking, aren't you? Typically, ideally, most people feel their energy start to spike as they enter their birthday season. So hopefully we're going to see a pickup in your energy. Yeah. But honey, I'll tell you what, people are just refusing to make changes or decisions, you know, because even a small decision still means change to some extent. So trust me, we need your season, honey. We need your, I want the powers of your influences to make people, force them to do different shit, to say different shit, to do different things. They trust me. People need it, honey. Let's evoke the power of Gemini. You know what I'm saying? The power of Gemini. Oh my. I like that. I like that. Let's evoke the power of Gemini, please. What's going on? Show me what I need to see, please. Show me that sexual energy, please, for Gemini. What's going on? You and Aquarius have been linking up lately quite a bit. I've noticed it. So if you have Aquarius in your chart, there you go. That might make perfect sense to you. If you were singing Aquarius, that would also make sense. But you two have been linking up quite a bit lately. Here and there. Here and there. Here and there in little moments. Show me what I need to see, please. Show me what I need to see, please. For that Gemini sexual energy. For that Gemini sexual energy, please. Like always, the base deck for the Intimate Tarot is the Tarot of Sexual Magic, respectively. Show me Gemini's current sexual energy, please. Show me Gemini's current sexual energy, please. Show me. Show me Gemini's current sexual energy, please. What's going on here? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Show me Gemini's current sexual energy, please. Change. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we need change. Okay. But, yeah, we need it, okay? And for some of you, you are literally trying to feel your way around change. Cautiously, carefully, you're honoring your sense of intuition. So we are trying to evoke some sort of change, but we're doing so from a place of feeling, okay? If it feels correct to you, honey, then it feels correct to you. You go with it. You roll with it, honey. You do you. It's not without a great deal of mental thought and effort. I mean, Gemini, thinking shit. But that's like back of hand energy for you, so I'm not worried about it. Okay. Is there a person surrounding Gemini? Could be an Aries. I would like it if I had a chance to finish the question. Now, Aries, that was really dominant. Aries. I was like, yeah, I'm going to represent myself right now. Oh boy. So let me know if you're connecting to an Aries. They might have very strong Aries in their chart somewhere. Oh my. Okay. Yeah. They can be a little stubborn too, I'm betting. Okay. What's the mutual energy, please? What's that mutual sexual energy like? Is there mutual sexual energy here? King of Pentacles. Now that's interesting. It's very grounding, that sexual energy. Very strong. King of Pentacles is he's the strongest king in the deck, honey. Of all the kings, he is the strongest. So that's, there's no guarantee, though, that that's happening. Could be in a very deep place. No pun intended. It could be in a very deep place, yeah. The sexual energy is strong between you two. Very strong. Not necessarily that it's happened, though. Let's see. Now we have, who do we have here? We have the High Priestess. That could be a water sign, Aries, and then Taurus. Show me the strengths, please. Strengths. Show me Gemini strengths, please. Show me Gemini strengths, please. It's very strong sexual energy between you two. But you're trying to feel your way around the change here. So that tells me it may not have happened yet. Or is the relationship changing? Four of Swords. Your strengths is that you're willing to back off and think about it. Take breaks, take time off, take time apart. Think before you speak. Also, Four of Swords in this deck. Think before we speak. Let me know if you're dealing with Scorps. You might have Scorps in your chart, in which case pay attention. Weaknesses, please. Weaknesses, issues, obstacles. Weaknesses, issues, obstacles. Weaknesses, issues, obstacles, please. Weaknesses, issues, obstacles. Weaknesses, issues, obstacles. I'm willing to wait for what I want. Something like that. How do I romance this person? How do I get them to open up emotionally? Or it could be you. They could be feeling that way about you. How do I get that Gemini to open up? Something like that. The stars, Sun of Aquarius. That would be ideal, right? Weaknesses. Do you feel like your emotionality, you sense not just your emotionality, but your vulnerability, your emotional vulnerability? Do you stumble on that? It's okay. We all have strengths, we all have weaknesses. It's hard to express your emotional vulnerability, not just how you feel, but particularly where your vulnerability is concerned. It's kind of like discovering Gemini. I might well call your video that. I don't care if it sounds cheesy, it is what it is. So it could be discovering Gemini. I think I'm going to write that down, like real quick. I want to write that down. It's so cheesy, it's good. What's the outcome, please? What's the outcome, please, to this connection? What's the outcome, please, to this connection, please? What's going on? Show me the outcome, please. Sexual energy is strong. And we can also, Four Swords, by the way, is also, I forgot, self-pleasure, masturbation in this deck. You're willing to masturbate. That's nice. But it's not really it, is it? It's more like a thinking before we speak, I believe, in this context. It is your strength. You want to communicate clearly. Yes. Outcome, please, to this connection. Show me the outcome, please, to this connection. Ooh. There's a couple thoughts here. We're going to have to clarify this one. Some of you want to block first penetration. Okay. Seven of Wands to the Ten of Wands. And here's why I say that. Because the Ten of Wands, this is why you have multiple decks, because they have different meanings. Okay. Especially where specific energy is concerned, like sexual energy. First penetration. Ten of Wands in this deck. The strain of it, the stress of it, you can feel 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 it. Seven of Wands. It's getting harder and harder to block that. Perhaps you don't want to. Perhaps you see the other person is blocking. I don't know. Perhaps we're trying to push it off. Why? I don't know why. Are we afraid to get to that point? I told you there's a great deal of sexual energy here. A lot of it. It's quite strong. That doesn't mean you expressed it. Not that I can tell. You know? I don't know. We haven't been able to open up. That's part of the problem here. Somebody. Can't quite tell. I need to see that Four of Swords. Alright. What's going on here? Show me what I need to see, please. It could be quite simply someone's very strongly attracted to you and they can't approach you. They don't know how. They're too scared. So they just kind of, well, try to please themselves and make it go away. Or as I say, rub one out and get on with it, you know? Could be the other way around. There's someone that you really, really, really want, but you don't allow it. Okay, you don't go forward. And so you try to appease your sexual energy. And you tell yourself to get over it. Something like that. Let's take a look, please. Show me what I need to see, please. Show me what I need to see, please. Breakage. Show me what I need to see, please, for the best possible clarification. What's going on? Yeah, see, we would love to move that sexual energy forward, but also it's a fight. Why are we fighting so much? Why are we fighting? Could be you or them. Can't quite tell where the energy exchange is going yet. Okay. We're trying to use our intuition about change. How so? What's the change? 7 of Cups, options in love. 2 of Cups underlying that point. What are our options exactly? We're trying to understand or study the situation or a person. Could be the other way around. Again, reverse energies as it applies. How so? Do we want change? We spying. Okay, we are a heavy watching element. Heavy watching element here. Heavy watching element. Page of Swords to the 7 of Cups. Trying to understand our options. This, I don't know if you can see this in this right here. There's a figure here in the mirror. He's watching her. Trying to understand her body language. What do I have to work with here exactly? How do they feel about me? Is there something to work with? Or is the relationship too structured or practical for that kind of thing? Do we want to change? Do we want to express our sexual energy with this person? And if so, how? Watching the other person for change. What about it? Change how? Lovers, you. Watching you. You're watching them. They're watching you. God knows. Oh, but it's quite strong. We do watch our lover. There's the Emperor at the bottom of the deck there again. We want this person really bad. Really bad. Really bad. That's my lover. Somebody wants you very badly. Or you want them very badly. But we have not gotten out of the page zone, which I think I'm going to trademark that term, page zone. We're in a page zone. It's all page, no play. All page, nothing substantial. It's watching. It's low-level communication, maybe. We are trying to learn something. I do believe we are trying to specifically understand our feelings regarding change, regarding someone's physical sexual energy. Okay, we do study our person. We do study our lover. What would please them? Or what we think would please them, or what we would fantasize specifically. 7 of Cups. It's looking fantasy to me as opposed to actuality. And I say that because the Page of Swords is over the 7 of Cups. It's more like the fantasy of what would please my lover. Hence why I'm seeing such a huge emphasis on masturbation or self-pleasure. So, we have not left the page zone, despite how very, very strong this is. You to them, they to you, I do not know. Let's keep going, maybe we'll find out. The Emperor, now here twice. Strong Aries energy. You might have Aries in your chart, in which case pay attention, but this is theirs. Show me the Emperor, please. 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 Come on, man. See, now your interpretation just got real shaky. Why? 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 Somebody just got nervous. Show me the Emperor, please. Because we watch a lot. Wow. 4 of Wands. Shadowy figure in the background. It pleases us to watch. But nothing's happening. It's someone of the past. It ended. Whatever it was, it ended. It does not feel immediate. It was some time ago. The other person generally seems to be happy. They have a commanding presence. Stubborn. Probably used to calling the shots, as it were. Okay. What else, please? What else about this with a person? They don't seem to be pursuing pleasures at this time. They could if they wanted to, but they don't seem to be. 9 of Cups to the 10 of Wands. It's too much of a hassle or a burden, okay, for this person to pursue their own personal sense of pleasures. You know that. And you know it. Something about that tells you, you know this about this person. They don't seem to be seeing anyone at this time. They don't seem to be interested. Okay, they kind of shut that down. What's going on, Gemini? What are you doing, honey? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm convinced you're watching this person even though we pulled your power card. Their energy seems to have shut down the idea altogether of personal wishes, wants, and expectations. Like it's too much of a burden. Like your person's like, pleasure is just a pain in the ass right now. I ain't trying to deal with it. They seem to be generally contented with their own personal sense of happiness and home. Four of Wands. It gives you pleasure to watch them. The fantasy element with this person is quite high. Quite high. There might be some low level communication here, but it's nowhere near satisfying at all. That's why you are trying to use your intuition about change. Can you change for this person? Can you change your physical energy for this person? Can you take it out of fantasy and watching? Something like that. Honey, I'm not saying you're a stalker. I'm not saying you're an asshole. I'm saying I'm reading the cards and this is what I'm getting. And on top of that, intuition, it's really strong. It's really strong. You have a very distinct impression that your person's not interested in pleasure right now. They're just not pursuing it. Okay. It's not that they couldn't have it. They just don't seem to be interested in it. Anything other than their personal home space pleasure. Okay, Four of Wands. Their personal sense of happiness. And that's inclusion or exclusion of the sexual piece. Okay. It's kind of like, I just don't need that right now. Kind of vibe from the other person. And you know it. You know it. King of Pentacles, is there sexual chemistry between you two? Yeah, it's really strong too. But it's non-confrontational. Okay, show me what I need to see, please. King of Pentacles, Taurian energy, show me this King of Pentacles, please. Ugh. We have not taken action, although we would like to. There's an ending attached to this person. We don't feel like we can do anything, even though we think that we want to. We feel it, we want to. We would love to take action towards our vision, but there's an ending attached to it. Again, there's something that cycled between you two. Okay. Oh, goodness. But it's still quite strong. The sexual energy is still quite strong. And it's shared. They still feel it. But we cannot get through or past the ending. It's like, I'm not supposed, and also let me know if you're dealing with an Aquarius. I can't take action towards this in Aquarius. There's something attached to them, like an ending. Or they wouldn't allow it, or it wouldn't be permissible, or something like that. I'm not quite sure. But our energy begs to differ. You would love to communicate and or take action towards this, but every time you do, there's this sense of ending that keeps you in check. The sexual energy between you two is quite strong. It's almost like, Gemini, you're convinced the other person doesn't feel it for you anymore. Or you don't know if they feel it for you anymore, something like that. Like there's no clear communication between you two, so that would explain why there's such a heavy element of watching and observation. Do they still feel the same way? And that's also why you would explain your intuition about change. Has their feeling towards me changed? Has their sexual energy towards me changed? That's what you want to know. Very strong fantasy element here. We need to have the courage with that King of Pentacles energy to seek the truth. You can't. You would love to communicate. There seems to be something here. Show me this Four of Swords, please, the weaknesses. We anticipate some communication. I'm telling you. You anticipate some communication. How so? How does this help, Gemini? No. You don't expect to talk to you. You don't expect them to talk to you like that anymore. That's why you don't know. That's why the fantasy element's so high. And that's why you're using your intuition about the change. Why did their sexual energy towards me change? You think it's a weakness. I can't expect that kind of conversation anymore. I can't expect that conversation. I can't expect that kind of conversation anymore. Their energy has changed. You're not convinced, though. You're not convinced, though. You're not convinced. You're not convinced, honey. You're not convinced. You're not convinced that their sexual energy towards you has changed. You have a very distinct impression, Nine of Pentacles. There's this idea of I wish I had the confidence to find out. I wish I had the confidence to find out, something like that. But it's literally under your weakness category. You don't expect or feel that you have a right to anticipate that kind of conversation anymore, like you're no longer privy to it, something like that. That's so oddly distinct. If your ex is your ex's, and that would make sense. You can still feel the pull of their sexual energy, can't you? You can. That's because the Lovers is here. It's not just about you. It's about the greater extent of the meaning of the thing. So the Lovers is the bond of a lifetime because it's multi-directional. It's soul, it's sexual, it's emotional, it's intellectual, it's all that. So I'm not surprised you can still feel this person's sexual energy. The idea is do they still feel that way about me or something like that? We don't feel like we have the confidence to find out or talk about it. Like this. You used to know. You used to know. Something like that. You used to know. You had a very strong impression that you... I know that sounds stupid. Because if your ex is clearly you used to know, right? About this person's sexual energy towards you. But the idea is do they still feel the same way about me now? They used to tell me all the time about how they felt about me or they were turned on by me or something like that. And I don't get to know that anymore. So I don't understand. What is the point of this? Show me this Knight of your emotionality. Okay. The moon literally pulled up over your weaknesses over the Knight of Cups. It is your weakness to not be emotionally vulnerable. That's why you don't know anything, because you can't open up. Okay? How they feel about you, where you stand with them, is literally being kept in check by your moon energy, and that's rather substantial. Those are both Pisces cards, by the way. Power cards. If we cannot open up about how we feel, we're not going to know about how the other person feels. You already know. And again, I'm saying you because it's a default, as in your reading. Reverse energies as it applies. So the only person who can be offended by this is you. It's either true or it isn't. You are their Gemini who struggles to express their emotional vulnerability. Hence, you are causing your own problems under the moon energy. If you cannot say, this is how I feel about you, you're not going to know how the other person feels about you. It's rather substantial. We don't have the it's like, I can feel, if I just knew what they thought about me or felt about me, I could have more confidence, right? But that works both ways. You have to open up too, and it's rather substantial for you. You want to know very much, but you don't feel like you're entitled to know or that you can't ask. You're not in a place where you can ask anymore. That's what it kind of feels like. Okay. The idea is if I just knew more, I would feel more confident. If I just knew more about how they felt, and I wouldn't have to use my intuition, and I wouldn't have to watch them, or I wouldn't have to fantasize about them so much. If I just knew how they felt, I would be more confident. And here's the thing that works both ways. It works both ways. You know, especially if they're in a position as the emperor, and you know this. You know this. If they're being the emperor, and they're busy, and they're not looking for self-satisfying pleasures or anything like that, they got a lot of shit going on, okay? And you know that there's this ending between you two. You know, who needs to be the prompter then in this conversation? Okay? It's Literally, the moon is over the Knight of Cups. That's really substantial, Gemini. It is very substantial. Use your superpowers to your advantage. Okay, communicate. That is your power, honey. That is your power. And if you're sitting there saying, I did, if you're screaming at me, then fine, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about the Gemini who's scared as hell to open up. Scared as hell. You want more confidence about where you stand, then ask. Open up. Okay? That is substantial. I'm looking at Gemini who's convinced if I just knew more about how they felt. Does it look like that they're engaged in that? They're not. I don't know why you two are disconnected, but you are. And if you want to know where you stand, then you're going to have to be willing to put yourself out there. Because I see it from you, your determination. If I just knew more about how they felt about me, I could be more confident about what to do. Also works in reverse. You could have just as much confidence in knowing where you stand if you asked and opened up. And this is how I feel. Everyone, honey, it's not just you. When the flaws are there, they're this substantial, it's going to be directional advice, okay, on my part. I'm not picking on you. I'm telling you how I fucking see it because I'm not trying to waste your time or mine. I do the real shit. So, maybe that person is a stubborn asshole. Maybe they're just a straight up Aries. I don't know. But their energy is very preoccupied. And here's the thing, honey. You know it. You know how preoccupied their energy is because this is your interpretation of their energy. And if you are watching them as much as I think you are, then you already know this. You don't... The sexual energy between you two is quite strong. It is. But you're clearly separated. There's a Ten of Swords attached to the both of you, technically. So I know you both experienced an ending. But I feel like I'm looking at Gemini. I cannot reveal my feelings at all costs. I cannot reveal my feelings. If I just had a better idea of how they felt about me, I would know what to do. I would have more confidence. I call bullshit. Gemini, I call bullshit. Okay, I do. And if you're Gemini, again, who already said, let me know if you have Taurus in your chart, or if you're dealing with a Taurus. And if you're a Gemini who said, I already did it, it's their turn, it's their fault, then there you go. Don't make things harder than it has to be. Okay? But it's really you that has the knowledge of them, and I'm seeing your struggle to convey something that's very important to you, but you keep it way the fuck down under that moon energy. Seven of Wands to the Ten of Wands. I don't know. It might be just too much of a burden. It may have nothing to do with first penetration at all. It might be that you just push it away if it's too much of a struggle. I don't know. Okay. Knight of Cups. Two of Wands. It is a decision on your part. Literally, here's that Knight of Cups we saw under your weakness is now here for the outcome. It is literally a decision for you to open up about your emotionality. About how you really feel. Starts with a page. It is a struggle for you. It is literally a struggle for you. It's under the weakness and it's also the outcome, the potential outcome. It is going to be a decision literally on your part and you are struggling to make that decision to open up. Okay, the whole point of tarot is not to see where we've been or where we are or where we're going, but how can we make adjustments along the way? Hence, this is why we're here. Okay? Honey, the most that could happen is what? They say, no, I don't have those feelings for you anymore. Would that really be so devastating? It's gotta beat. It has to be better. But I don't even know how many miles. Than watching and wondering. At least you would have an absolute. Some people would rather live in the fantasy element. I don't want that for you. I'd rather you have an absolute. But it's really down to you. You have free will. It is literally a decision for you to open up regarding your true feelings. It's literally a decision and a conversation. But you're struggling so hard with it. You are struggling so hard with it. And for some of you, yeah, it is about that physical contact. You want to make that physical contact. But some of you can't stop thinking about the ending, and that's what keeps you in check. Okay, that's what keeps you in check, even though you still very much love this person. Six of Cups. It's keeping you in check from what... Okay. There it is. Let's just say, what do they feel about you? They have very strong feelings about you. They would love to get together with you. Yeah, judgment call. It has to be a judgment call. Yeah. But we're not secure. We don't feel secure about it. Yeah. Okay. It's literally a judgment call. It's not divine timing. It's a judgment call. And I know that because I see it here. It's a decision on your part to open up. Okay. And remove that sense of burden yourself. Use your abilities to your advantage, Gemini. Communication is literally your superpower. It literally is your superpower. We're entering your season. The Mercury retrograde is going to be entering Gemini. Please use this to your advantage. You want to know how they feel. Take it out of fantasy and into reality, then talk. Talk to them. Ask them. If they're such an emperor as you seem to interpret their energy, then it's not like they're going to be shy about it. You know? Some people would rather stay in fantasy than actually know. But I promise you, yeah, they would like to connect with you. Yeah. It would. Okay, Gemini, I hope this was helpful to you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well.